and mouse trails. So in order to learn about clones and mouse trails, I've taken this sprite, the butterfly sprite, and what I'm asking the butterfly sprite is to go to a position which is pointing to my mouse. So if I run this over here, let me use my events flag, and I'll just run it. Wherever my mouse is pointing, it will go there. So in order for it to completely follow wherever my mouse is going, I'll put this in a forever loop. So when I run this program, wherever my mouse is moving, the butterfly moves with me. So this is following the mouse trail. Now I want this butterfly to have clone and kind of move this butterfly so that a trail is basically created. So for doing so, we use something called clone. Create clone of myself. So I just create this, and you see the butterfly has a clone that is going all around. Now, if the number of clones exceed, the system will run out of memory and will clash. So we need to do a little programming with this clone part. So I'll stop this program and I'll use this link which says when I start as a clone, do something. So what I'm going to do here is I'll go into the control, and in this repeat 10 time, I'm going to change the color of this butterfly. So I can go looks here, change the color effect by 25 here. So I'll just keep it as is, and I'll start. So if you're seeing this color trail which is following, but still the number of butterflies are too many, and we run risk of kind of running out of memory. So what I do is I'll stop this and I'll add a delete clone after my loop. So let's see what happens. Just trial and error here. So I'm going to delete this clone and see what happens. So now if I do, only 10 clones are created, and you see this trail effect that it has. So the trail effect is like the colors are changing by 25. You can stop this and you can make this like 30 and see how the trail changes. So if you see, there are more various different colors which are coming up for the butterfly. I'll stop this, and you can just play around with clones and trails. For example, here, if I can also move 10 steps inside it and see what happens. So if I run, the butterfly is a bit spaced out. Now instead of moving to 10 space, I can remove this and say change x by 10, or say change x by 20, and let's see what happens now. When I run this, the butterfly is moving in a horizontal or x direction. Now I can just remove this one, and I can say change y by 10, or we can make it like 20. So if you see, the trail of butterflies are moving in positive y direction. If I have to change it to negative y, I just write a simple code here as minus y, and the trail is going in the negative direction. So this is a stack of butterflies which looks like they're like following each other. You can play around with the clone loop. You can say like go to random position and see what happens. Like if you remove this over here and go to random position. If you just put it here, and in the operators it says pick random 1 to 10. If you use this, let's see what happens. So it's still changing the color effects, and it's going wherever the mouse pointer is pointing to, and it's not having much of a change. So I'm going to remove this. And I'll just play with change color. So if you open this, this color has fish eye. If you see, the appearance of the trail changes. Then you have whirl. So you have like a whirlpool type of appearance. Then you have the brightness. If you see, the brightness changes, nothing much, like you won't be able to see the 10 butterflies you were seeing before behind the trail. And this is like the ghosting effect. So ghosting effect also you're not seeing here because it's too high. So if I make the ghosting to 1, let's see if we see. Yeah, now we are seeing the butterflies are going away. This is the same butterfly. It's not changing any color, but it is ghosting away. It's going away. So this is all I had to share today. Thank you so much for listening.